Welcome, Dr. James Beckett, Sports Card Insights. This is a panel from Ozzie Smith up through Kenny Stabler. That's right. I've got baseball and football and basketball, hockey, tennis, anything I think is of interest when I have people over and look at my wall or I show it in my backdrop of my Ozzie Smith. Really enjoyed watching him play, mainly defense, but he had some pop in his bat. I've told you I used to have his rookie cleats and traded them for a VG 56 Topps Willie Mays. Not my finest hour, but Ozzie is going to be on the wall in some fashion. Not sure it's going to be that Mirror Gold or this McDonald's score or this Heritage Collection I got in Hawaii. One of the benefits of going to the Nationals and the Hawaii, I may just keep this Ozzie rookie card just because it's off-centered and that's the way they mostly came. So I don't know if I busted a set and that's what it was, but that's it. Scott is my brother-in-law, and this is from when he went to the Dodger fantasy camp. And then a few years after this, I contacted him and said, hey, I'm going to Hall of Fame baseball fantasy camp. I've got a discount if I bring somebody they can save. And he said, count me in. And he was a good ball player anyway and a great guy. As I said, my brother-in-law for about 50 years. We had a great time there. I've talked about that. And Stan Smith, done a lot of trips with Stan Smith. He does corporate events, does a lot of men's golf getaways. I've done several with him, Ireland and Scotland, and just a great guy, fabulous tennis player. I first knew of him because I was a high school tennis player, and he was number one in the U.S., and won all the big tournaments. Classic serve and volley guy, but a great athlete. He had actually not started tennis until I think he was 50. He's not a great golfer, but he's a really good golfer. He's not a pro, but he's good. And so playing with him and against him was a lot of fun. He has the right amount of competitive, so been a lot of fun doing that. The GT card is his toughest card. This USC card, not so tough. The Keds card is problematic because he originally apparently was an endorser for Keds, which, what are Keds? Well, Keds was one of the bigger brands back in the 60s, early 70s, let's say. But Stan is synonymous with Adidas. In fact, he does not have to work. He doesn't give you all the details, but he gets royalties on his shoes enough that he can do what he wants to do with his time. But like I said, he's a good guy. The right amount of competitive. He doesn't like to lose. He plays fair. Smoltz, maybe a better announcer than a pitcher, and he was a really good pitcher. Famous for being a great reliever and a great starter. It's just not a good card. It's a junk wax era card. That card is not going to be on there, but I'll get something else. Duke Snider, what do you say when you're the third best center fielder in town? He still was great. Dandy, potato chip in a 5 is a fabulous card. I've got a 49 Bowman rookie card of Duke that's at BGS, so when it gets back, I'll probably put that up there. Burke Ross, I should have gotten this graded. It is autographed. Duke's autograph is frequently up and down. He puts Duke and then Snider, and sometimes it's diagonal, sometimes it's sideways, sometimes on the back, but he has a readable kind of a backhanded signature. Okay, here's something. I don't know who's seen this card. When I saw it, I grabbed it. It is Mike Sommer, the Waxpack hero, podcaster and blogger and good friend. This is his rookie card from when he was in high school and came in second in the Illinois three-point shooting contest. Doesn't surprise me, but this card is not for sale, even to Mike Sommer. Maybe when I pass, I can give it to him. He may have it, but I've never seen it, and I'm delighted to have it on my wall. And like I say, he is hobby famous, and that's good enough for me. Sammy Sosa, the Tulsa set, when we had the store in the late 70s, early 80s, we had good friends of the stores that were in Tulsa, and we'd swap things out. So we got a bunch of these sets, I think, and I picked up one just to make sure I had it. Sammy, another Hawaii thing. It's signed and limited. I'm not sure which one. I may use the Tulsa set just because it reminds me of my friends in Tulsa. Juan Soto, I got this out of a pack, and I'm trying to remember, like when I go in the dollar box, I don't remember when I got something or where I got something. I just know I got it. Same thing when I'm opening packs. Some of it's from these lots I bought at auction, and some of it is stuff I got from the card companies. Thank you, Topps. Either way, you produced a great card, even though Juan Soto's gone on to 3 other teams since then. He's the highest paid guy. Al Spall, Callahan, I told you about that. Warren Spahn, really admired his longevity. 53 Johnson cookies, easiest of the 3 Johnson cookies. I knew the guy that had the mother load of them. He had a trunk full, and they were just all sitting in there. They're all kind of mint or close to it. Never been in the cookies. And how many do you want? And he traded them for other good stuff, which I picked up sets from him. The Royal, which is a Jell-O thing. This is a box. I'll probably use that even though it's horizontal. The Red Heart that's autographed. I love this card, but I already have the Musial on the wall that's autographed. Tris Speaker. I will always try to have a Tris Speaker, but I don't want that one. I busted a master set of Callahan's. Some of them are tough, but some of them are pretty easy. Thanks, sponsors. Steve Spurrier. Good athlete, a good coach, but a big personality. I don't know that he's going to make it. Kenny Stabler, the last guy here. This is his rookie card, but I'm more enamored of this card that's the Hobie set, showing him in consultation with his coach, Paul Bear Bryant, and a young, wiry Ken Stabler. I may use this card because that's the one that people would have seen less. So I'm trying to have things that people see and say, hey, I've never seen that before. Thanks, everybody.